Well, you know, we've been waiting all summer for this day. It's time to get started. Let's go have some fun. He's a little numb, but there he goes. Alright guys, I'm going to talk about the perfect location for trapping fox, coyotes, and raccoons. We're out on this farm. I trapped this farm last year. We caught 7 or 8 red fox, couple coyotes, and I didn't stop counting the raccoons. And they still proceeded to kill about 30 chickens during the course of the summer. But I'm setting her back up today. Now we're here. We got horses right there in the barn. Chickens are on the other side. The setup here is a beautiful cut through adjoining 2 fields, which I've talked about many times before. Almost every critter that's going to invade this farm is going to come down here. So we are going to put a T-bone on that corner, and I'm probably going to put a dirt hole on this corner, and I think I'm going to cover all 4 corners of this here. I'm going to get it set up. I'll show you how I made a couple of those, and we'll go from there. Looks like right about here, huh? She wants to go. Ow. There's a nice root. Perfect. Perfect, huh? Oh, we're gonna have to get this guy out of here. Another root. That's 1,000, huh? Put a little bit of a trench on this. You want to be careful of these roots. You don't want to get them tangled up in your chain. So you should chop them off as best you can. Like that. And like that. Okay, now we're safe. I'm using a Duke number 3, but I 4-coil them. Coyotes tend to run big around here. Night latch, beautiful thing. Hopefully won't hit no roots on the way down. Okay. that lever. And when I'm a little big on my hole, which I normally don't do, I really don't like. And I don't like the spring in that jaw. So I always try and put something under it so it doesn't spring up and down. Oh, see that? That's exactly what you don't want. Get another support under that lever. Just like that. Now it's good. You can get me some more dirt. Pan cover. I'm going to expose the pan a little bit. Take away the hard edges. It's really only a little mouse hole, nothing major. But, by the time he figures it out, he'll be caught. Give you a little look at it right there. That's what it is, little mouse hole there, dirt hole pattern. We're going to go directly across the cutaway road, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to put a T-bone right on the point. Okay, walking up to the T-bone, I left it all exposed so you can see what I'm doing here. It's a little bit different than the normal T-bone. Drilled a nice hole in there with my thing, and I'm going to take this T-bone, I'm going to drive it all the way down to the dirt. The reason I don't leave them sticking up here is I don't want them to just walk up and take a piss on it. I want them to look for it. And this clump of grass I tried to leave when I did my trap, which is right here. You can see a good 8 to 9 inches off that T-bone, which is fine. They're going to come right around here. If they cut the inside corner, you're going to get caught. So I'm just going to finish feathering this in. Take out these hard edges. Bait it up, and we'll be heading to the next one over there at the other end of this cut, because it's pretty good size. It's about 90 feet in between the two fields, so there's plenty of room for 2 more traps and a double, maybe a triple, you never know. Okay, finished set at the T-bone right there. You can see the T-bone is buried way in the grass right there. Is exactly what you want. It's going to turn on this inside corner. You're going to go right by it. Over here is the dirt hole. Oh, also on this T-bone, I use one of my favorite things. I got a fox butt stuffed in that T-bone and a little bit of urine. That's it. No lure, no bait. Just a good old fox butt. The dirt hole. I got a new bait I'm trying out down there. It's a liver-based bait that I make, and that's what that looks like. All right, we're going to head on over. down the other end of this cut. Okay, we're at the other end of the cut and taking a look. Nothing really interesting on this side of the cut. On the right side, I do have a T-bone all the way up there. Right in here, I think would be a good spot for a flat set. The left side, I got this nice ledge that I was thinking about making a big dirt hole set right into that bank. I got good dirt to work with. Vehicles are coming here. I don't have to worry about them running over the trap, but I look a little further and I got this, whatever that is, up there in piece of dirt that I would love to make a post set. It's just that it's just too much of an angle. All right, we're gonna go with the original. I'm gonna drill a hole straight into this bank, nice and big, and then directly across the way I'm gonna put either a flat set, or here's a nice little tuft of grass. I like that, all by itself. We're gonna put a post set right in front of that tuft of grass, and this is the field that they're coming out of, and that's the one they're going to. All right, I'm gonna get some set up and I'll bring you back in. All right, I just want to show you something when you make a big hole set right in the side of the bank like that. Now, you know, you can't forget, these are predators. They see better at nighttime than you see in the daytime. So you can't just make that hole straight into the bank, because they're just going to look in there and they're going to say they don't want that and just keep right on walking. So to counteract that, I make two holes. I make one on an angle going straight down, so they have to walk up to it to look down it. And then I make one going to the left or the right, whatever you prefer. You can see how the sticks are crossed. So the good bait is going underneath this piece of ground right here. So he has to step here to get to the bait, or check it out even further. That's all you want to do, is get him to check it out. You make a big mess, dirt's everywhere, something's digging in the bank. And that's going to be it for the big hole. It's really not that big, it's 3 inches. And we're going to go right across the way, and we're going to work on that tuft of grass right there. We're going to bury something right in the center of that tuft of grass, and we're going to put a trap right there and blend it in as best we can. All right, I'll bring you back in when I get it done. So here's a little something I want to show you that I do. I make these up at home. It's just PVC pipe. I heat it up and bend it into a 90. So I'm going to take some sheep's wool. I just stuff it down in there if I don't drop it on the ground. I stuff it down in there just like that. And now I'm using Mark June's Fox Frenzy, which I really like. Just going to fill that sheep's wool up, let it soak it all in. If it drips out, that's fine. We like drippage. Set that aside. Take the stick with me, and I'm going to show you what I do with it. So we're going to go over here to this tuft of grass for making a post set. Trap is already buried right in front of that grass, and I already made a hole right down the center. And we're just going to push that as soon as I can find it. Just like that. And we're going to pull the grass up around it and just let the front expose. And that's it. Just shove your stick that you used right in there. That's it. Trap's right here. And that's an awesome post set. They're just going to roll right up, lift the leg, and that'll be the last thing they do. All right, one last setup. For those of you who stuck around to the end of this video, I'm sure you're going to benefit from this set. This is one of my all-time favorite sets. So what I have here is a cut through between two fields. It's just a little cut through, maybe 30 feet. That's it. I caught all the animals off this farm just on this cut through. A couple coyotes, at least 8 or 9 fox, up teen raccoons, and I'm going to change it up a little bit. I was using dirt holes and flat sets and post sets here, but this set here in particular is something I like to try. Now the whole area is covered in leaves, and this is the set. So right in the middle of the set is one of his buddies that I caught last year. I buried out all the way down. It's 10 inches down, and I got a trap on the left side and I got a trap on the right side. And this is, I didn't cover it up yet, just going to use crumbled up leaves to cover it up. I'm going to put just a little bit of scent. I'm going to use Minnesota Red, which is an awesome freaking red fox lure. They love it. And we're going to go from there. So that's going to wrap it up. That's the set you want to remember. We'll go from there. I'll bring you back in when we make a catch. It'll only be a day or two. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.